I actually remember my first few training runs. I was doing a 3 miles round the block, coming back absolutely wheezing, and then my legs felt like lead for the days after, having to shuffle my way down the stairs each time. So it took a long time just to get to the Tamworth 10K. I had no sort of preconceived ideas of where I'd come. I remember sort of lining up quite some way back from the front, and I thought, I'd have a shot maybe like 38 minutes, something like that. And in the end I did 30 odd, and came 6th, and it was like, wow. And I suppose it just gave me the impetus to keep on training. But again, as I said, back in those days, I was just doing it for the fun, almost the reminiscence of when I used to do running as a junior.
I remember seeing you come in 6th on that one and welling up at the sight of you coming in the top 10, and I'd never experienced anything like that with anybody before, so it was really exciting. And then a couple of months later, you did the Petzl Night Runner, which was up in the Lake District, which was a 10k race at night where you had to strap a massive head torch to yourself and run through the forest. And you did exceptionally well on that one, coming 2nd.
Yeah, it says it's a 10k. I mean, it does say it's not a measured distance, so I have no idea that it was more or less than that. And also, it's all off-road at night, so you need a head torch. I think there was even some snow on the ground that year. And then to add to that, I think there was something like a 300 metre climb in about a kilometre, which is just an absolutely ridiculous ascent. So, I wasn't really race fit at that point. So to do something of that sort of difficulty and to come 2nd. In fact, I remember I was actually with the leader up until about 6-7k in, when I just ran out of legs on the downhill, and I was absolutely chuffed to bits, having come 2nd and won a little sort of silver plate, with an engraving on it, and I think I run a head torch as a prize, and I was absolutely chuffed and over the moon with that.
And then a couple of weeks later, after Christmas in that year, you did the Wheaton Aston 10k, where you came 9th and did your best PB on a 10k up to that point.
Yeah, so the previous time I did the Wheaton Aston 10k was probably around about 2000.
12, I think.
Was it 12?
I think you did it 12, right. Yeah.
And back in those days, I'd stopped running entirely. I think we'd signed up to the gym, did a bit of gym training, and I did the Wheaton Aston just for it was like a one-off race really back in those days. And I think I struggled to break 40 minutes even. I'm not sure I even did that. So this was sort of the challenge really. I suppose I was always going to beat that time, but I just wanted to progress. So the goal, I think, was just to beat what I'd done in Tamworth a month or so earlier. And in fact, I knocked a minute off the Tamworth course. So again, I was well chuffed. 6 months, still carrying a bit of weight on me, and only a minute shy of my true PB. It just showed everything was starting to fit together.